Hello. My allergies been kicking ass today, which sucks because the more I sneeze, the more my lungs get fucked up. Got such weak ass lungs. Always have. Ugh. So how you guys doing today? Yeah, allergies have just been rough for me today. I keep sneezing, and maybe that's why my pressure in my head's worse. But it feels like my head pressure feels like it did when I got off of benzos, but it doesn't feel like the band that most people are used to. It's just this the more I work or the more I get, stressed about some, work, do more stuff, the more the pressure builds. It's kind of like a red light, you know, and then I have to stop doing shit or it gets really bad. My ears get like muffled feeling and they start to burn. That's been lasting about 2 days. And it was fine. It was okay when I woke up. I didn't think about it. And then I was doing some shipping and it was kind of a lot of work and pressure started to build up. Same old, same old. Ugh. So yeah, just one of those days. I feel better today. Don't get me wrong. Um, after my acute fucking wave, which I could easily go back in at any time. So I'm trying not to like overthink. Ugh. And my head starts to. One reason I'm pretty sure it's like just withdrawal stuff and weird waves is that my head starts to prick like little needles when it gets like this. But it's odd that I actually feel a little better versus some symptoms are like it's like some things are in a heavy wave and some things are in a partial window. I don't know how that makes any fucking sense. I wish it would all just happen at once and just make me suffer and cry for, a little bit and then I feel a lot better. That would be better for me. But it doesn't happen that way. I literally go through the strangest cycle of symptoms, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, you can. You should be able to put a link in here. If not, put it in the comments, and then I can see it later. My head vibrations have calmed down. The tinnitus is still loud, but it's not as loud as it was. But I'm always willing to watch some cool stuff. At least the tinnitus isn't totally screaming like it was. It was absolutely nuts. It's still loud, but sorry. Kind of doing two things at once. I keep doing that. Sorry. Do, do, do. Annoying. I know I can type links into the chat. I went out for work today. Oh God, I did not feel like it. Hello?
Sending instructions.
Total
To
spam.
authorize the transaction, press 1 or press 2 to talk to a live representative. Thank you.
God, as far as I answered it, came from my tone. I thought for sure it was something that I knew. And it was spam from fucking Best Buy to debit me $300. Fucking assholes. So dumb. I've been watching that. I don't know if anybody. This is a really bizarre show on Netflix. I've been watching the show Dark. I don't know if anybody on here has seen it, but it's my latest fave. It's really, really good. But if you're heavy into a wave or can't handle weird stuff, I suggest not to watch it. Because it is bizarre. I'll get back to you in a second here. My akathisia type feeling in my legs feels better right now, which is nice. It's been feeling pretty much better for the last couple of days. Doesn't hurt. I have a lot of old school symptoms coming back, and I'm hoping those just kind of fade out. We'll see. We'll see. Really need to just copy this. Hold on. Yeah, see. It's always missing files. It's so pissing me off. Should have just told me all the files that are fucking broken. Instead of having me do this one at a fucking time. So anyway, still got that numb chin, and this is still really numb and pinpricky. I'm used to that though. I've had that forever. It's calmed down a lot until I fucked up the Remeron. It came back. My head just feels a little better today. Everything's just kind of calmed down, except for the things I mentioned. My head shit's gotten really weird. Like other head shit's gotten really weird. Like tinnitus was really. I can't even explain how bad it was the other day. Last night I slept. I don't know how. I was so fucking tired though. And I fell asleep right away and I slept a good 7 hours probably. I needed it. Man, did I need it. But it left me into a huge, as normal, every time I sleep, I get into a huge fog. And the DPDR is always higher. I don't know why. But actually, since I worked, my body's exhausted and my head's now in like pressure mode, which is not normal. I lost that symptom years ago, and now I got it back. It's one of those things. If I do too much, which fucking anything for me is too much, here comes the pressure. It's really weird. Just makes my head feel like it's going to explode. My ears get hot and really stupid, really dumb. It could be a partial headache too. I don't know. Either way, it sucks. God, I have a fucking dental appointment on fucking Thursday. I'm hoping I feel like this by the time I go. Well, actually, I wish I felt a lot better, but this would be tolerable. That's a little. Not sure what you mean. My Remeron taper or benzos? I was cold turkey, and that was 5 years ago. But the Remeron taper I started like 3.5 years ago. And my last taper was 4 months ago. So I think I covered it all. Hi, Sarah. Thanks. Yeah, she's cute. She's not eating now. It kind of sucks. Oh, hey, Dylan. Why did all these people come on all at once? Yeah, Lisa, I have to get off. It's a terrible drug. It never helped me. All it did was make me severely debilitated. I was blaming benzos the whole time, and most of the time, my problems was Remeron. So I have to suffer through it. I tried to look up your page, but I didn't see it, Dylan. That's great. That's good. If you want to put a link to it, you can. I tried to search it, but I didn't find it. Oh, head pressure. Let me catch up for a sec. I'm suffering from head pressure now. Like after benzos, and I'm talking 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, I had that fucking band around my head of pressure, and that lasted for like 2 years. and then it completely went away for years. And now I don't have the band anymore, but magically for the last few days, every time I do anything stressful, my head starts to build with pressure, and then my ears get fully pressured, and it's weird. Oh, okay, Dylan. Yeah, definitely do that. Post it, spam me. I don't care. I want to join up. It's a good name. I like it. Luckily, I don't have any problems with my neck. Ugh. It's weird because mine went away for years, but ever since my last taper, literally 4 months after that taper, I'm starting to get bad head pressure again. I think it's just a cycle of symptoms. Hopefully, it doesn't last long. Mm, normally, I do, but allergies have gotten so bad. There's like good and bad for all seasons for me. When summer comes, it's just better in general, but I have to wear a mask outside now. Yeah, I try to say I'm not going to swear as much, but fuck it. It's just part of my language. Yeah. The cold definitely like it takes me like 2 months to kind of get used to new weather, and I'll literally be in a huge wave for that whole time. And then I'll finally get used to it. Then the weather will change again. So once it like warms up and gets hot, I'll go through a huge long wave. And then the pollen will start coming, and then I literally in allergy waves for like all of spring and summer, which I don't have the major allergies. I mean, other than today, but I don't have the major allergies in the winter. So that's kind of the good thing about winter. But I'd rather deal with the allergies, to be honest, because this fucking snow and freezing and shit below zero crap is for the birds. The dry air too, it's rough. Boy. Ugh. It's exactly me. I was lucky and I fell asleep last night. God. I mean, if because my night the night before was so fucking terrifying. I can't even fucking tell you. And once that happens, oh my God, it's just absolutely terrible. So I hope tonight's okay. Since I had good night's sleep last night, the sleep anxiety will be slightly better tonight. Oh, come on. God, everything's a fucking broken file, for fuck's sakes. What's the point of downloading shit? Sorry, I just have all this other bullshit I gotta do today. Just constantly downloading, just to have broken ass fucking files. Well, if you got some good coping skills, send them my way, because mine sucks. My physical symptoms are the worst they've, well, not today, but were the worst they ever did after I over tapered Remeron. Yeah, I can give all the self talk I fucking want. It's just, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, God, that COVID's just so scary. I don't want to get into it now, but I'm sorry you had to deal with that. As everything, as everything goes, it'll get better. Just give it some time. It's terrible though. Sorry to hear that. And I won't take. No, I don't need to take drugs to get better. Um, if you follow anything I've talked about in the last 5 years, you'll know I've tried all of those, and all these drugs finally drove me to be completely severely ill and debilitated and basically disabled. So adding more drugs would be like basically having a broken leg and then somebody coming in with a bat and hitting that leg, and then later down the line saying, maybe if that guy hits me in the leg with the bat again, it'll get better. No, I'm glad you're back on. It's funny about medication, and I'm going to do a separate video on this because it's been a while, so I don't expect everybody to know everything I've done or did like that. But way before benzos, I tried, I think, 8 different SSRIs, SSNIs, and whatever, and all of them made me sick, but not like what benzos did to me. But it's funny because they all basically do the same fucking thing. It's either they fuck with your, serotonin or dopamine. That's all it is. And they're all the fucking same thing. And then the doctors tell you, like, boost bar, however you say it, that it's not addicting. It's like it's not about it being addicting. It's about it being complete. You get completely dependent to them on stuff, and they always say you can't. But if it fucks with your serotonin, it will. Stuff was terrible too. Try to catch up here. Got a lot of talking on this one. Yeah, I'll never advocate drugs, and I mean, if something works for you, kick ass. But a lot of people suggest I do things, and realistically, the reason I'm still on Remeron and suffering today is because I was suggested Remeron. And even though I wasn't going to ask him for it, but my doctor suggested it, and I just decided to go with it. And today here, 5 years later, still suffering because, you know, just because of a suggestion, kind of sucks. What's funny is after years, I was able to take some liquid gel Advils, and I would take them here and there, and it didn't bother me. But now that I'm really sensitive again, I took an Advil a little bit ago, some months back, and it threw me in a huge wave. So it all depends on what you can handle. Yeah, over the counter, I can't take anything right now. Nothing. People tell me to take supplements. Those will set you back big time. Some people take some, but the people who do are definitely not as sensitive. But if you're very sensitive, they will definitely set you back. It's just the way it is. I don't make the rules, just the way it is. I got thrown into a wave once from taking vitamin C. Yeah. Did you put a link? Where did you put the link in the comments or on here on the chat? Because if you did put it on the chat, I couldn't see it. But if it's in the actual video, I'll check. Then I'll be able to see it. Yeah, I don't see anything right now. Yeah, once I get COVID, which I inevitably will at some point, they're going to tell me to take zinc and all this shit. I'm not going to take nothing. Hopefully, I don't end up in the hospital. I guess it won't let you put the link in here. You probably put it in there, but it won't show up. That's too bad. I just say once this video is over and it posts, put it in comments. Hey Shane. No. Where did you send it? Where did you put it? If you just put it into the chat, yeah, it didn't show up. It's funny because I can do all the links I want. It's not like I have it set to not be able to. I just suggest to put it in the when the video is over and it posts, just put it in the comments, the normal comments, because this obviously ain't letting you do it. At least nothing I can see. It's just weird. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna be heading off here in about 5 minutes. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's weird like this. Sometimes some people can see stuff I can't even see. Funny, the more I look at the computer, the more I think about something, the head pressure builds. It's such an old school first year, 2 years of benzo withdrawal feeling. Sucks. It's Shane, it's pretty simple, and I'm sure you know the answer. It's just because people believe they're doctors, you know? And when you get really, really sick, then the only thing you can do is cover up the symptoms with a new drug. Sadly, drugs don't work for me. I mean, painkillers work for me, but I won't take those. But but normally drugs don't work for me. All the anti-anxiety stuff doesn't work for me. All the antidepressant doesn't work for me. I've tried many, many drugs just in mostly because to appease other people from keep on pushing me to going to doctors. And if I would have listened to myself, I would have never gotten this situation. Never. I was such a fucking idiot for ever listening to people. They're still doing it to this day. People still suggest me to do things. People still say I don't care about myself. I need to go to the doctors. It's ridiculous. I'll definitely give myself some more positive talk. Hello, head. Please stop with that fucked up pressure. Please. Because I need to get work done, and I really don't want to have a blown up head doing it. Thank you. I have to talk to it. Ugh. All right. Yeah, I totally know. But like Lisa says, it's so hard to do. It's hard because it's like it's just hard. I'll definitely work on that. It's one of those things that's really hard for me. All right, I'm gonna head off here. A lot of you came on today. That's pretty cool. Even some new faces. It's always nice. Good luck on your page, Dylan. Yeah, I'll definitely try. Good luck once you do your page. Definitely you. I have no problem with you putting a link on my post. I don't care. Well, that's good. I can't wait to get to that day, but I don't think I'm going to get to that day till I'm off Remoran. I miss smoking weed. All right, I'm off here. You all have a good night. It's been fun chatting tonight. Later on, I hope you all feel better.